Every freaking time, Niehaus, the false Cincinnati hope that we get, not just from the Bearcats. I mean, honestly, the Louisville fans may be able to relate to this, the ones that cheer on the Bengals and the Reds. It just happens nonstop, man. And there was that moment late in the game, UC's down 6. We're thinking, we have a shot. Day Thomas, wide open corner 3, misses within 9 seconds of real time. 9 seconds of real time. It could have been a 3-point game. Instead, it's an 11-point game. This is one that Louisville took a stranglehold on when Baba Miller left the game. Regardless of what the scoreboard said, final score 74-64. It was not close the last few minutes of this game. Never felt like UC actually had a shot to win once Louisville took their lead. And it's frustrating because UC led at halftime. I got Houdini texting me saying, no, it's a positive takeaway. We led the number 6 team in the country at halftime. Hold on. Standing O for leading at halftime. I mean, is this what this program has become with moral victories? It's Nick Niehaus. It's Chuck Walter. First of all, GG Louisville. Good game. That's a really good team the Bearcats just lost to. 6th-ranked team in the country. But unfortunately, it's a loss. It's a loss. Niehaus, how we feeling about that one? I don't know whether to be encouraged or discouraged, but honestly, finding out that Baba was hurt the last 10 minutes of that game and really seeing where the run started for Louisville, I guess makes me feel encouraged.
Well, it might be as simple as being encouraged about the defense and being discouraged about the offense. Louisville averages triple digits. We held them to 74 points. I know Mikael Brown ended up with 20 plus, but he did not look great most of this game. He really turned it on at the end when really this game was over by then. You know what I mean? Like he turned it on. This game was already in hand. Ryan Conwell, sayonara, buddy. Please leave. Please graduate college. Get out of here. Because, God, he killed us. God, Chuck, I can't do basketball post-game shows. We need Houdini here because I just get way too wrapped up. I stood this whole game, and really this was over. I'm trying to find the exact time. It was about 15 minutes left in the second half. Sean Abayev throws up an absolute prayer. Awful miss. Kirk Creasa misses a wide open 3. And then Ryan Conwell goes down the other side and bangs a 3. That was kind of the point where I'm like, yep, Louisville got the momentum, and they're going to run away with this one, which they did.
And there were so many like loose balls that it just felt like Louisville kept getting to the loose balls. And there was one that I almost broke the drywall. As you can tell, I'm in a hotel in San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose? I could have been mountain biking in Pacifica, one of the most beautiful areas in the United States. And I spent my day instead watching the Bearcats shoot 37% from the floor, 28% from 3, and 63% from the free throw line. But that's not the biggest issue I have. It was that play with minutes left. There was 10 minutes left. UC was down 3. We forced Conwell into a deep 3. They miss it. It may have been Brown, one of the two. They miss it, and it was our rebound. Louisville just wanted it more. They got it. They stick it back in for a layup, and I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. It was those types of plays over and over again. Today's episode is brought to you by Martino's. Craving something legendary? Swing by Martino's on Vine. It's right on Short Vine, steps from the University of Cincinnati. You like stromboli? They got the best. It's huge, it's cheesy, it's perfectly seasoned dough wrapped around your favorite toppings. They have their signature 2-foot hoagies, sandwich monstrosities piled with everything from shaved ribeye to hot Italian sausage, veggies, cheeses, sausage. Game days, Martino's has you covered. Best spot around to catch Bearcats games. You're not going to catch Spider-Man 2 on mute on any of their TVs. It's only good games. It is a great place to watch sports. Martino's, craving something legendary. Check them out. And they're a proud sponsor of this program. Let's run through the box score real quick, kind of go player by player. Leading the way for UC with 12 points was Sean Abayev and Day Thomas. But my God, they combined 7 of 30. 3 of 14 for Day, 4 of 16 for Sean Abayev. Tough shooting night, man. It continues in Cincinnati. I don't get it. Abayev is a sharpshooter. What is going on with dudes putting on this uniform and throwing up bricks always?
I had a tweet and I had to delete it because I was like, this is too mean. But it was Sean Abayev and Kurt Kriisa getting space jammed by the aliens, Charles Barkley, all those guys. It's truly a mystery why once somebody puts on a Cincinnati jersey, they can't shoot the ball. I will never understand it. Sean Abayev, we saw the shot making that he had at Overtime Elite. And those are also D1 guys. It's not like he's doing that against me and you out there, Chuck. I know we were in the GCL, but Sean Abayev is going up against other D1 players making these tough shots. We were missing wide open ones. Wide open shots. Kurt Kriisa and Sean Abayev could not seem to knock him down, except the end. Kurt Kriisa knocked down a couple, but still 2 of 7 for him from 3. Sean Abayev 3 of 11. It started off missing wide open shots, and then in the second half, it was not missing wide open shots. It was having just brutal offensive scheme. Terry Nelson, talking on the radio, was like, I don't know what we're doing. What is this offense that we're running? It was really, really bad. Just another Wes Miller masterclass on offense. Here's the thing, Chuck. I know moral victories. I get it. We are better than this. We haven't been in the last 5 years.
No, we're not better.
This is encouraging. Like,
we are. And
I get it. I get the historic program. I get that we're better than this. Louisville is a very, very good team, and we handled them early on in this game. And to me, I get it's early on in this game. We lost by 10. We didn't even cover. I get it. Again, I get it. This defense will keep us in games. I think we are pretty dangerous defensively in the Big 12 to make some noise. Look, all we need to do is make a tournament. That's all we're asking for. It's so sad, but
I mean, God, let's sneak in as a 10 seed and extend Wes Miller and build the statue. I mean, this is what we've become. I mean, Louisville fans are going to pop in the comments and be like, I remember when you guys used to be good. You guys used to, we'd play a matchup in 2004 at old US Bank Arena, and it wouldn't have been more Louisville fans than Cincinnati fans in there. And honestly, I thought UC fans showed up pretty well. But it's pretty sad that like my expectations were we were just going to be, 30 to 70 in percentage of fans, considering it's 3 miles from campus. But the apathy is just striking in because it's not that we lose consistently. It's how we lose, Niehaus. Like, how many times in the last freaking 5 years, 10 years, do we see a UC team take a nice lead at halftime, kind of hang around until the 12-minute mark or whatever, and then the other team takes a lead. They grab a few extra offensive boards. They're diving on the floor. We're not, whatever. And you kind of in the back of your mind are like, if it gets to 7, this game's over. It gets to 7, it gets to 11. You bring it back down to 6 and have a chance to make it a 1-possession game. And then just in the most Cincinnati way possible, that happens. It doesn't matter the players. It doesn't matter the scheme. It doesn't matter whether Jizzle James is our point guard or whether Kurt Kriisa is our point guard. It's the same thing over and over, and it's super frustrating. Now, the positive takeaway from this is the defense, A, and B, this game doesn't matter. I would have loved to have beat Louisville and gotten a Q1 on the resume, but we know the committee. They're not going to ding you for in fact, our KenPom probably went up after this game, showing as much fight as we did. So in that regard, like, who cares? But look, I said it last show. I'll say it again. You remember the show That's So Raven? Little Raven Simone. I can see into the future. Like, we're not going anywhere, man. I will say, though, trying to spin zone this as positively as possible. I thought Baba Miller was awesome when he's on the floor. I think he has a chance to get even better as the season goes along if he can continue that back to the basket, kind of use his size, footwork, and dribbling skills to carve out some space, and then, whether it's the hook or a little turnaround, continue to work on that part of his game. And he's super dangerous. He's our best player, in my opinion. You didn't have him the last 10 minutes. So my mind is everywhere. I was getting ready to legit come on this show and be so proud of the effort and fight with like 10 minutes to go. And just the way that it ended, I was like, I'm out. I'm ready to go meow mix on this show.
Don't do it, Chuck. Don't go meow mix. Don't do it.
Chuck, 500 in the Big 12, I'm going meow mix. I mean, my wife can't take it anymore. She's like, you're angry all the time.
Chuck, Classic Cincinnati, as you mentioned. We had 40 points with 14 minutes to go. It took 7 minutes to score our 48th point. So we had 7:24 to go. Kirk Kriisa hit a 3. Classic drought. It's just that's just always been our calling card, is drought in the second half. Meanwhile, Louisville just has dudes, and it's like one of those things where you're just waiting for their dudes to show up. Conwell did. Mikael Brown did. Isaac McNeely did not. We did a really good job on him. What did he end up with? Even score? I don't even remember him scoring. He had 3 points. Yeah, it was early on. That was a BS foul call, too, that sent him to the line. I thought our first 4 foul calls were absolute jokes. I liked us getting up into their stuff defensively. I like this team, man. It's not the same team. The only thing that really, really frustrates me is the free throws. Twice in the first half, we have a chance to put them away. Not put them away, but gain a sizable lead. We missed the front end of the 1-and-1 on the free throw. Baba and Sean. This is Sean Abayev. This is McDonald's All-American. He's missing free throws. He's missing front end of 1-and-1. Baba Miller, our best player, missing the front end of the 1-and-1. It's terrible. It is truly terrible. 10 of 16, 63%. I guess we made them down the stretch, but really not when it mattered in the first half, when we have an 11-point lead. And Louisville didn't even score in the first 7 minutes on the floor. They only hit free throws. And you don't have the offensive firepower to put them away. It's the same old song and dance. But here's the thing. It's against, again, the number 6 team in the country, Louisville, and not against, Kansas State. Like we lost to Kansas State last year. No disrespect to Kansas State. They're not Louisville. Louisville
plenty
team.
Of disrespect to Kansas State. Tang's a nerd.
Yeah.
Complete nerd. You see him in that post-game presser the other day after they escaped by 1. He's like, that's what Wildcat basketball is about. Yeah, baby. And he started running. He probably took off his shirt, Bruce Pearl style. I'm like, geez, dude. You guys just escaped with like a 1-point win over some, I don't even know.
Mount St. Mary. That's Lily's boy, so don't say anything bad about him.
Yeah, Lily loves Tang. Speaking of Lily got visited by El Presidente, Mr. Dave Portnoy today, and apparently gave the I don't know if we can give away.
No spoilies.
We won't spoil, but we will spoil Skyline because that one's posted on their page. And Portnoy goes there and didn't even eat a coney. He got the 3-way. And I've been saying this for years, Niehaus. 3-ways stink. Like, you can't judge Skyline based off a 3-way. And I know what you're going to say. No, they're versatile. They're both good, whatever. The coney is the much superior order. We know this. And for him to not even get one, it's sad, truly sad.
I disagree. I think the 3-way plays. You can get a coney anywhere. You can go to Detroit and get a coney. You got to get the 3-way. It's a Cincinnati staple.
Yeah, you can go to Sonic and get a coney, but it tastes like ass. It's not the same.
You can get a good look at a ribeye. What's the Tommy boy saying? Yeah, anyway, Chuck, back to the play. We got to lock back in. What is it offensively? Because you have the missed open shots early on. Sean Abayev, 4 for 16 from the floor. We need Sean Abayev to be good. Like, it's not hyperbole to say, and I said it already, we're going to go as far as Baba Miller goes. Sean Abayev is going to be our guy that we need to perform well. Nobody else makes their own shot or creates their own shot like him. They just need to go in.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the gamble that you take when you put most of your eggs into a freshman's basket. Like, he's going to have up and down games, and you would imagine, based on what's happened the last few years, that there's not going to be a lot of room for error, margin for error. I don't know if this is going to be a top 15 team that's coasting into March. Like, we're going to need to win some games late. And that's what scares you, is that there are going to be games that you have Sean Abayev do what he did tonight. And it wasn't just the missed shots. It was the turnovers. He had a few early where he just threw them into no man's land. It was defensively. They were really targeting Abayev early, I thought. 12 points, 4 of 16, 3 of 11. Some of those threes really good looks. Some of those threes good looks for Abayev, and some of those threes bad looks for anyone. That it was just like, what are you doing early in the clock, especially when Chom was cooking down low. I mean, he finished with 10, but he was 5 of 7. I would have liked to have had more touches from him. We did not see any Jordy Rodriguez, meaning I think you can probably assume that he's not a rotation piece. You get 8 minutes from Keyshawn Tillery. Celestine, only hits one bucket in the game. This would be one of those nights, and frankly, the entire season where you'd love to see Big Slime, because I think Big Slime can kind of give you some offense. And the fact that we're missing one of the better offensive players on the team that can go out and give you some and get some toughness into the lineup and everything. It sucks. It sucks. And then not only him, we've had this argument so many times, and the point's moot, but I still want to argue with you because I'm pissed off at how wrong you are.
Don't say
you
it.
Saying that this team is better without Jizzle James is an asinine take. Anyone that has that take, it's asinine.
No,
I don't want to hear it. So we're better running out a freshman Keyshawn Tillery than a dude that was all Big 12. Sure, third team, honorable mention, whatever it was. But like that's just, the offense flows so much smoother without Jizzle. Really? Did you watch the second half? I would have loved Jizzle James today.
Chuck, first off, thank you for taking that take public for me. Anyway, we got Jizzle James tonight.
It's not just you. It's 75% of the fan base. So
we got Jizzle James tonight. His name was Sean Abaya. 4 for 16 looks like a Jizzle James stat line from last year. It just didn't seem as bad because he was the only one that was putting shots through the basket. There was nobody who could score on last year's team, and he was asked to go out there and shoot 20 times. Look at the efficiency that he had on last year's team. Nobody else could play offense.
Stockholm syndrome that this program has, that our fan base thinks that we are better off without Jizzle James, is mind-numbing to me. But again, I've always been an apologist, so and still rooting for the guy.
Either way,
we'll be back.
Either way, I think we have some dudes on this team. I just think Louisville's a really good team, obviously, and we're not even playing at home. We're playing at Heritage Bank. They say the rims are tight. I was coping before this game. I'm like, somebody texted me like, what are the keys to the game? I'm like, pray that the rims are tight on Louisville's side. And they didn't even get shots up to start the game. We were just really smothering them. Anyway, to get to my point, Baba Miller, Mustafa Cham, Tyler McKinley, Sincere Harris. And Day Thomas so far this year, he, obviously disappeared in the second half. Those guys have been really good this year. Mustafa Cham, it took a couple games to get him going. The touch around the basket that he has is really, really good. He had about a 12-foot jumper that he nailed. Nothing but nylon on that one. Like, it looks good coming out of Mustafa Cham's hands. He had a great play to end the first half, blocking Ali Khalifa. I think Cham had a really good game. He had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds. Shout out Mustafa Cham. Shout out Tyler McKinley. That guy is going to be a stud in Cincinnati. I think he's a 4-year guy, most likely. He's probably going to stay if you had to ask me. He's a Cincinnati kid. He's a dog. He does all the right things out there. He has a high IQ. He's not going to stuff the stat sheet. 2 points, 1 for 1 from the floor, but he had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And I just think he looks really good. And obviously, Sincere Harris, we've said it all along. He is a dog. He's really good at drawing fouls, too. Like on defense, he drew 2 fouls on defense. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, dude, Sincere is there's a lot of variables with like Kirk Ariza, Day Thomas, Sean Abayev. Like a lot of it comes down to them making tough shots. Like Kerr's shooting 5 feet from beyond the 3-point line. Yeah. Day's taking ridiculous step back threes. Like they're taking difficult shots. But the one thing that you're going to get every night, as long as he's healthy, and God forbid he stays healthy with the way that he's 100 miles per hour out there, it's Buck Harris. I mean, you're getting defensive tenacity every single time he touches the floor, and he is awesome. $4.99 from our guy Hunter Bearcats. He says Jizzle James and his mental state on this team would be terrible. Well, yes, obviously, how it ended, we didn't want that, but I'm just saying in terms of talent alone, in terms of someone that can go out and get you buckets when other guys can't, it would have been a welcome addition. I mean, they replaced him with Lucas Atari and Jordy Rodriguez. Like those were the 2 Scullies they brought in after. If you're going to tell me that you'd rather have those 2 than Jizzle, you're a liar, straight up. It's as simple as that. But again, thank you for the $4.99. I don't want to be too negative, Niehaus, because I feel like I've just been bombs away. This is 5 years in the making. I mean, I don't think Wes had some game plan that got him out coached, anything like that. We just ran up against a team that was better than us. We needed to hit shots, and unfortunately the Cats did not. Like Kerr, 2 of 7 from 3, a couple of those go down. It's a completely different game. You really didn't get a good shooting night from anyone from 3-point land, aside from Tillery, who actually hit a couple of them, which can't be right. I mean, is ESPN just lying to us nowadays?
No, they're lying to us. He didn't hit 2 threes.
He didn't hit 2 threes, A, and B, he wasn't perfect because I saw him miss one.
Those are Sincere Harris's points, I think, but he didn't hit 2 threes.
So ESPN's all over the place. Their box scores now, they put the minutes before the points. I don't know if you've seen this. It's an abomination.
I'm on it right now. Sincere Harris, 0 points according to ESPN. Get it together.
Just an absolute sham of an organization. The worldwide leader, stinky. And we just ruined our opportunity to ever work for the worldwide leader.
I'm going to give you, if that was going to happen. Chuck,
YouTubers, baby.
I'm going to give you credit, Chuck. Maybe it's the California air, the California weather. I'm sure it's looking real nice out there. I thought you were going to come on here and burn it all down.
72 and sunny in San Jose, baby.
I thought you were going to burn it all down as soon as you hopped on the mic, but no, I'm proud of you for keeping it together.
I opened up with a song that you play at church when someone dies. So, I mean, that's not usually a great way to start it, but yeah,
there is kind of a sad outlook on a game like this. And I don't want to get too negative because I thought we played well. But you look at West
the defense is tough, man. Like, and there's so much season to go. I want to get clipped. I want to be a good team. I don't want to get hurt again, and I can't have expectations after that.
All right. So here's the thing. Wes Miller's in year 5. Haven't been to the tournament yet. Then you got Pat Kelsey on the other side, year 2, and they're number 6 in the country. I always say it's like the NFL. You either are a Super Bowl contender or you're not. Louisville has something going with Pat Kelsey. You either have a coach or you don't. And I have always been a West guy, but it is glaring to see Louisville, how awful they were 3 years ago under Kenny Payne. And Pat Kelsey walks in the door and turns that thing around in a snap.
And Wes has the moxie too that we love, Niehaus. Pat Kelsey has it times 2. Like Wes says in an oppressor, Pat Kelsey does it by going to the dining hall and passing out free tickets when no one wants to go to the game because they stink, you know?
And I know Louisville has Adidas money. I get it. They're going to get higher end talent because they have so much more money. UC is not broke. We're not crying poor, I don't think. I mean, there's the comment. Louisville got way more bag. That is a fact. But also, I think I think it's like NFL teams. You're either contending or you're not. You either have a coach or you don't. Look at the coaches who went far in last year's tournament. I mean, these are guys that are just always big names. You watch a Cincinnati game, regardless of God, I can't talk, man. I'm heated. You watch a Cincinnati game, regardless if it's football or basketball, the times that they're going to show the opposing coach versus our own, it's like 10-1. Like, we never see Scott Satterfield on the sideline. We saw Wes like 4 times tonight. They showed Pat. They're like, oh, do you know Pat Kelsey actually, his go-to lunch in high school at Elder High School, he loved the Bosco sticks, Chuck. Like, they had, his bio down there. Oh, his dad, that's Kelsey Chevrolet. Oh, like, dude, it's unreal, like, how much moxie some of these guys have. And we just, we can't even make a tournament, Chuck.
Yeah, and first of all, Hunter Bearcats, who gave us the $4.99, so we appreciate the support.
That's going to Martino's tomorrow.
Hell yeah. He says money is the difference, and here's the easy argument against that. They had the same money with Kenny Payne, did they not? And I
don't know. I always wonder. I don't know the
The KFC Yum Center, I don't know if you watched the game there. I watched a few of the Louisville, Kentucky rivalries there. The Jordan Wara year, I watched that there. And then a couple more I've been there. And then I watched like a women's basketball game when they played Virginia when Kylan was calling it a few years ago. That place is electric, man. When it's louder than Rupp Arena. It's a better place to watch a game than Rupp Arena, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to be going to this game next year at Louisville. Like, obviously I didn't go tonight at Heritage Bank because I was doing the show and other reasons. But I'll definitely be making my way down. I know that's not at the Yum Center, but Everybody
Why are
in
we
the
getting in an
comments.
argument about resources?
Yeah,
Nihas?
everybody in the
about
comments.
Louisville. This is about 5
is
years.
this?
Like we're not, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
No,
about
I
everyone in the
know.
chat.
I know.
The one
I
in the
know.
chat saying we don't have the resources. We can't compete with Louisville. We're not talking about Louisville. We're just talking about like Kansas State.
No, they're talking about they're coming to me. They're saying that, because I compared Pat Kelsey to Wes Miller. I don't care. I don't care. We haven't made a tournament. I'm not asking to be the number 6 team in the country. And this is coming from a guy. I'm frankly, I was encouraged by tonight's game. But it is sad. Like, there was no hype on our side coming into this game. Did you see anything, Chuck? I'm on Twitter all day long, except for work hours. I obviously got to pay the bills, full-time job, right? Anyway, outside of that, I'm on the internet all day. Nobody thought we were going to win. Nobody thought we were going to be competitive. And Louisville is making hype videos. They're getting up for this. Like, it's so different now. And I didn't think I was going to come on the mic and just say this stuff, but because I liked what I saw, but it is sad what it's gotten to.
Yeah, the comment from Anthony says the team that played, I'm guessing he's a Louisville fan. The team that played us tonight is a tournament team, I think. The problem is, Niehaus, is we've gotten this from fans of other programs for just about every show since we started this show. Like 3 years ago, an Oklahoma fan came on and said, "You guys are in a great spot in the Big 12 this year. Like we're excited to have you here." And then they bolted like 10 days later. But we didn't win a Big 12 game that year. We won one. We beat, I don't even know who we beat, but UCF maybe. Final answer, Regis. That's always a good default. But yeah, we were terrible. We won like 2 games or 3 games in Scott Satterfield's first year. We had fans of BYU last year during the basketball season saying, "You guys are going to be fine. That's a tournament team." I mean, Xavier fans, that's a tournament team. And guess what? We haven't made the tournament since before the world shut down. Remember how long ago that was? Remember all the masks we were wearing and 6 feet, 6 feet? We haven't like experienced March since then, dude. We were in the Crown last year.
Chuck, we were both in local news at that point. I was down in Mississippi.
I've lived in 4 states since then, dude. Like,
wow.
I was a young man.
Wow. Yeah, it's we got to quit this. We got to look at the positives. Can we talk about
let's look at the positives of Louisville fans who have seen Kentucky now and seen us saying Cincy is a tournament team for sure. So, hey, yay, like let's go. I mean, if that's the case, I'll believe it when I see it, right? And thus far, we can't put the ball in the basket, which has been our issue now for a long time, or it's inconsistent because last year we had that month where we averaged like 95 points a game.
Well, I was gonna have a take. I was gonna be like, Chuck, you want to hear this take? I think we're making the tournament. But like, how hot of a take is that? Like, that's the most mild thing. I do think we're making the tournament. I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to guarantee it. Put the Niehaus guarantee on it.
That's the problem, Niehaus. Like, people were ready to run Mick Cronin out the door because he was getting a 2 seed and couldn't get past the second round. And here we are, year 5 of Wes Miller, and we're about to throw a damn parade for getting to the tournament. It's like, yay, we got Missouri in the 8-9. We lose by 7. We're gone. See ya.
We're playing Louisville in round 2.
Yeah, like
maybe the one.
See, shout out Alex Frank, one of the OGs of this program, who popped on Twitter today and showed his youth by asking why we call Fifth Third Arena, aka the Shoemaker Center, the Shoe. And he's like, it just seems a little weird to me. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean? Like, every Bearcats fan that saw good basketball knows that place is the Shoe. Unfortunately, he's a little bit younger and he hasn't seen good Bearcats basketball. But like that's why I'm cursed, right? Like if I would have grown up if I was born in 2018, and granted I wouldn't have opinions if I was 7 years old, but you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, even like the Mick Cronin years, my opinions would not be as strong. But I was born in 92. We made the Final Four that year. I peaked as a fan when I was 7 years old. We were the #1 team in the country, like consistently. The only team that beat us was Xavier, and every once in a while, like UAB or Charlotte. But to see how far we've fallen to where Niehaus is like, let's just make the tournament, please. Let's just make the tournament. Let's not have a pulse, but let's make the tournament. I just, that's why I say Meow Mix, man. That Carolina Panthers podcast where they had to shut the entire thing down because the Panthers just stunk for so long. That's what I don't want to do. It's what
Chuck,
I don't want to do.
Well,
and like, I can't do a post game for another Crown tournament, Niehaus.
Well, the good news, Chuck, is even if we were as bad as the Kenny Payne years at Louisville, I'll still hop on this and I'll complain into a microphone because I know nobody else wants to hear me do it. You know, none of my friends, nobody.
It is fun.
You know.
And we got $4.99 from our guy, and the super chats are always open. And the nice thing is we got fans of other teams that pop in and enjoy the real perspective. And here's real talk. Louisville's damn good, man. And that's a great program and a great rivalry that I wish we would have seen like home and home on campus. Just didn't feel the same at that neutral site. But there were some moments there where when the Cats made a run where it was very, very loud. Unfortunately, Louisville made more runs and they had probably more fans there. It seems like we got to get Houdini on the ones and twos to ask him what the discrepancy was in terms of fan numbers. Cause he was sitting courtside.
Yeah, there's a couple positives. First, we have a ton of people watching live right now. So shout out to you guys for all listening. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, please. Thank you. I always have to plug that now. The second positive, look at Louisville's box score. We shut most of them down. Like Kayshawn Pryor, 0 points. He only took 1 shot. Ali Khalifa, 0 points. He took 4. Isaac McNeely, he missed every shot he took except for free throws. It really was the Conwell and Brown show. Outside of that, like, I thought we looked really good defensively. Like, that's a really good team, and it took their 2 players, their 2 best players, going off. Like, frankly, like, they went off. 8 of 15 from the floor for Conwell, 50% from 3, and then Brown obviously got to the line a ton. He had 12 free throws. My goodness, he had 14. He made 12. They made 20.
Does Khalifa scare you at all? He for whatever reason, he's never really scared me, even at BYU.
Nah, he's a good passer. He didn't do much. Chuck, they made 24 free throws out of 28 attempts. There's your difference.
That's what normal teams do.
There's your difference. I mean,
that's what most teams do against us. Like,
simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, Muller High School hits 80-something% from the line, and consistently we shoot 60. And it's so frustrating when you got a guy like Abayev front end of 1-and-1s, and like, God, I know he can shoot, man. I know he can shoot. And
I know he can too.
To the Louisville fans that saw this game and didn't think anything of Sean Abayev, like, that's one of the worst games I think you're going to see him play this season. He's good. Like, he's really freaking good. And the fact that we were in this game without him playing well at all, without Day-Day hitting shots, without Kerr hitting shots, and with Baba leaving due to injury with like 10 minutes left, it should be very encouraging. Again, this is 5 years of pent-up frustration that's coming out from Niehaus and myself right now.
I know.
Not necessarily the performance tonight.
I said it on the beginning of the show. I don't know if I can do these basketball post-game shows because, you know, after the first 5 minutes when we were leading, I'm screaming my head off. I'm standing. I didn't sit for the first half. Like, I don't think I can watch at home. That's why I go to every home game. I'm already standing. I'm stomping my foot. Shout out Hunter Bearcats for Martino's tomorrow. I'll see you there. Giving us $5. Bearcats Sweet 16. Run it. Bucket. I see the vision for this team, and it's close. Hunter, if that $5 comes my way, it's coming right back to you with a drink. All right. So I'll see you there. Come say hey. Anyway.
And an ass kicking in NBA Jam upper deck at Martino's. They got NBA Jam up there. We got all the video games, and that's where we do our live shows. If you ever want to stop by, I think Shootout and maybe TCU for football. We got to start getting some stuff on the slate for sure. But the Kansas one we did, the football one, was so electric up there, man. Like, if you're a fan of this program, it was really fun.
It was
we got
fun.
The bar all to ourselves up there. It's great.
And we're starting to get like a little like noticed in public. Like Lily got handed just cash at Nippert Stadium. I gotta say, hey, I'll be in Nippert Stadium.
Some dude that was just hammered went up to him. He's like, "Love the show. Here's $40." Didn't give him his name. Didn't give him any. Lily's just like, "Thanks, man."
Lily, of all people, like, why can't that happen to me? I'm just kidding. But anyway, we love when people say hey to us. Chuck's in California. You say hey to him. Chuck, if you got noticed in California for this podcast, that'd be awesome. But anyway, my point still stands. Come say hey to us. We'll love talking ball. All of that. Yeah, Chuck, 10-point loss, didn't cover. That's the other
Hunter
thing
says
sucks.
you guys aren't doing BYU. Come on, man. We're doing the post-game show. We just don't do the home games at Martino's. We pick the road games on the schedule. So that's why we're going to do the shootout and then probably TCU for football and why we did Kansas. So it makes a little more sense logistically. And I think for the home games, there may not be the room for us to do the podcast.
They're already busy anyway in the home games, So
yeah. Got to bring people in for those 2-foot monstrosities.
Yeah. Chuck,
BYU tomorrow, man. Are you on the horn? I haven't even thought about the football team, which is kind of crazy because like we got Big Noon coming tomorrow. Portnoy's in town eating pizza. I mean,
Lily,
it's pretty wild to see Dave Portnoy in Mount Lookout Square, where I grew up.
It is wild.
Eating pizza with a bunch of people in Pacelli Panthers shirts, where I went to middle school. Shout out Deuce McBride, legend from Pacelli. Seeing that like on social media with 1 million impressions, I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of crazy. Get a Zip Burger.
Yeah, Lily not securing a podcast shout out for Portnoy.
He may have. We haven't seen the video yet, and he hasn't responded. He's been busy. Maybe he's on cloud 9. He did, but we said, don't be a codfish.
No.
When Portnoy is ordering, just yell out Chatterbox Bearcats on YouTube and on the podcast app. I'm like, dude, we will get so many more views / listens from just UC fans that don't know we exist. Like, do not be a coward. And we're thinking instead he told him to try the mustard pizza. Lily's a big fan of the mustard pizza, man.
No, Lily's not answering us because he did not tell Portnoy that. Like, that is for sure. We know that for sure. If Lily told him that, even if he didn't give us the shout, he'd be like, I told him. But, no, there's no way. But, yeah, hey, again, tell your friends. Whoever's listening to this, we got like over 400 people listening live. Tell your friends, we're fun to listen to even after a loss. You know what I mean?
I love Marsh. She's my favorite commenter that comes in because she's all positivity all the time. And we need to be a little more like her. She says, we held Louisville well under 100. They've been scoring. They are a top 10 team. Amen. Amen. Why did I have to be so negative all game, Niehaus? That's a moral victory, baby. We'll take it.
Chuck, they have a lottery pick on their team. Mikkel Brown is a bona fide lottery pick.
I mean, I just said Baba Miller is better than Zach Risache. He went number 1. Baba is nice though, man. I don't take back anything. I mean, maybe the number 1 pick in the draft is a little much, but I do think he's an NBA guy still.
I got to see it.
6'11" with those handles, man. Like that's. You saw when he went behind the back.
Yep, yep. Took the words out of my mouth. I got to see it against good competition. He is like a freak against.
I mean, what the hell was today, man? I mean, he played. He got hurt and he left with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block. Like he's good.
Yeah, he had a good game, but he didn't have an elite game like he does against Alabama State. You know what I mean?
He would have had an elite game if he finished. He was starting to heat up. He was on pace to go in 15, 12, and 2 blocks. Like that to me is a pretty elite game.
I mean, he played 25 minutes.
And that's another thing that's gotten brought up in the comments that Wes maybe rotates a little much in a game today. Like, how are our best players only playing 25 minutes? Day played 35, but I mean, everyone else, it was 25 minutes, and then he really spread the wealth through a bunch of the bench guys. I mean, keep them fresh, but my biggest takeaway, Niehaus, to finish this is it's not a physical issue. It's not a length issue. It's not like you go back to some of Mick's early teams and they were just undermanned. You got 6'7" Marcus Sykes running the 5. Like, of course we were going to get our asses beat. This team has the physical talent. Chom's huge. He's an unreal rim protector. I thought he gave Louisville some problems today. Baba Miller's awesome. Abayev's a 3 and he's freaking 6'9". Like this team has the size. They have the perimeter speed with Day and with Buck Harris. That's not the issue. The issue is once again, and Louisville fans know this. They've watched us for how long? We're bricklayers, man. We're bricklayers. They shot 29% from the floor, Louisville did, and we were still somehow worse. And by the floor, I mean 3-point range. And we were still somehow worse. Like they had their worst shooting game of the season, and we were still worse.
It'll never change, Chuck.
Makes you think.
It's terrible. It's literally Space Jam. As soon as somebody puts on hey, I'm committed to the University of Cincinnati, the talent gets sucked out of them like from Space Jam. And just shooting. We do everything else. You know, Abayev can create his own shot. That looks good. His step back's filthy. He creates space. It didn't go in. It will. I'm not selling my stock on Sean Abayev.
Let's not sell stock on this team. Let's finish with positivity.
I think we got some guys.
Where I opened up with I have loved you with an everlasting love. Let's finish with this. Wait.
Hold up. This is perfect. Hold up. Perfect.
No,
music.
that's the wrong one. I didn't want
Boots
the bagpipes.
on the ground. We didn't even mention Boots on the Ground Houdini.
What did Boots on the Ground say?
Mr.
He's pissed off at me because I'm too negative. He's like, we had the lead at halftime, dude. Like, God, Houdini. We had the lead at halftime.
Okay, in defense.
Okay,
Houdini,
well then the Bengals are 7-4 in his eyes. I mean,
to defend Houdini, we're all worried about you, Chuck. Before you hop on the mic on a devastating loss like this, I thought we were about to fight tonight, but no, you held it together. You held it together for the most part. Anyway, he said Baba Miller had a heating pad on his back. That was at 8:57. So I guess it's his back. So hopefully it's not too serious.
Are the Cats back? That is the question. Tonight we did not learn whether they are or aren't, but we did learn that they are great defensively. They fought really hard. I like the makeup of this team. Like I like the personalities. There is a lot to like. Don't get me wrong. I hate losing. Remember how Wes in the pressers, I'm pissed off. I hate losing. I hate it more than Wes.
Yeah.
I hate it more than Wes. That's probably impossible.
No,
I do hate it.
No, I like the guys we have on this team. I think we are much, much better than last year. I will say that again. This is not last year's team. This team.
We said that last year about the year before. At this point in the season, that's why.
But we didn't play Louisville at this point in the season this well. But again, it's like it's year 5. It's not year 2. I get it. All the naysayers out there, I'll listen. Open ears. I get it. It's year 5. We should be better than this. Dude, I think we're good. We're going to make a tournament. I know we are. In Lily's words, I refuse to believe that is a possibility of missing the tournament.
Yeah, he also said that he refuses the possibility that Wes Miller's a fraud, and he refuses the possibility that this team can't shoot. And they're shooting like 25% from 3 on the season. So let's finish the show with some positivity from Lily.
And if we win that game, it's one more game. That's it.
We lost that game. Niehaus, final thoughts, man. Sorry, I had to do it.
Poor Lily.
We gotta have fun, right? We gotta have fun. When you're not competitors, you may as well be clowns.
Poor Lily. I like what I saw from Mustafa Chami. Earned his money tonight. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. He looks like a stud. I think the shots will fall for Sean Abayev. I'm not worried about him. I think the shots will fall for Kirk Kriisa. I'm not worried about him. If this keeps happening, I will worry about them. And then the ceiling that this Cincinnati Bearcats team has drastically gets lower. So all in all, I think we played them hard. Like that comment said, Louisville averages 100 points a game. They scored 74 on the backs of their 2 best players. I think there's a lot to take away from this game. I think it was fine. We didn't cover, which sucks, but I like the team. Go out on a limb. I like the team.
Good news. Xavier's losing to Georgia as we speak. And I'm going to get to the scout. I'm going to break down some tape because we got Georgia and Clemson coming up. The last 2 big ones, zip them up. Last 2 big ones during this non-conference slate before we get on to Big 12 play. And if you beat Clemson and beat Georgia, you're in a pretty good spot. Again, the bar is the NCAA tournament, and you win both those games. You set yourself up to really go 500 in the Big 12, and you're golden. So
I just realized I could get clipped if we lose the crosstown shootout. That could be very bad.
I mean, if we lose the
Scrub.
crosstown shoot,
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I guess I don't care if we lose the shootout.
It's meow mix if we lose the crosstown shootout. Like, we are shutting down this podcast
That
for
I
a little
actually
while.
might. That I actually
We may shut them down, and then like the Panthers, they may start winning, and then we'll come back, and Wes Miller will get on the sticks after a game, and he'll say, "I don't want Chatterbox Bearcats anywhere near this program. We're winning now." So, and then we'll come back and they'll lose again. But anyways, Chatterbox Bearcats, everyone, have a great Saturday night or Friday night. Bonus time. Saturday, BYU UC. We'll be there for the post-game show. Don't know who's doing it yet. I know Houdini's one of the two members, and I guess we'll figure out whether it's me, Lily, or Niehaus. We're the foursome that brings you Bearcats contents. Find us on YouTube, and thank you for hanging out with us. Wrong button. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Come on.